Hello everyone and welcome to our poster presentation. First of all, we'd like to thank you all for watching this presentation today. Let me introduce our group members. They are Shauleken Nuraiym, Tazhikhan Gulnaz, Satayeva Ayaulym, Samigullayeva Medina. The purpose of this project is, first of all, to develop our cultural competence and awareness, to use Michael Byram's model of intercultural competence in ICC and language learning objectives. And we have learned to use the basics of project-based learning. Project-based learning focuses on engaging students with real-world problems. We have demonstrated misunderstanding between two cultures, and through these incidents, we included how to use critical incidents with learning language and increase our knowledge that gained from ICC course.
So let's briefly describe our critical incident that we chose. Our first critical incident is about American man who came to India to work. His adventure started very interesting and unusual. He met with several critical incidents that differ from his culture. First incident was when he was eating with left hand. Indian people were in shock and tried to explain him. Indian people eat only with right hand and eating with left means unclean. Second incident happened when he came to work. He saw standing coat in the working place and nobody cared about it. When he asked what is it, they thought he was asking about watch that is standing on the table near the car. The idea of this critical incident was taken from internet sources like YouTube. Our teamwork discussions was provided by Google Meet and WhatsApp. We divide our group responsibilities for each of us. Correspondent of our project, Shauleken Nuraiym. Teacher of an online lesson, Shauleken Nuraiym. Course book design was designed by Tazhikhan Gulnaz. PPT presentation was provided by Samigullayeva Medina and Satayeva Ayaulym.
So let's talk about language objectives. First of all, I want to mention that here students will be able to compare and contrast the role of animals and eating etiquette as our critical incidents are connected to these two topics. Development of skills, speaking, listening, reading, writing, grammar and vocabulary are very important in learning process. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to use modal verb such as should and shouldn't and be going to. Also, students will have rich vocabulary bank related to the animals and eating etiquette. So students will learn how to clearly pronounce some words and phrases, and they will develop comprehensive listening and comprehensive writing skills. So the last thing is, in reading part, students will understand how to find main idea of the topic and be able to skim and scan. So let's talk about ICC objectives. As you see, we'll start from the knowledge. Here students will be able to understand eating etiquette of different cultures and they will be able to appreciate cultural properties. Let's turn to the attitudes. Here students will have an opportunity to develop values that enable people to live together peacefully, such as politeness to each other, accepting different perspectives, and non-violence. Also, they will improve understanding of complicated differences between cultures. And the last and important thing is students will be able to put themselves in others' shoes. We have divided skills into three. First is skills of interpreting and relating. Here students will be able to interpret event from another culture. Second one is skills of discovery and interaction. Here students will be able to acquire and discover new knowledge of a culture, and they are able to operate knowledge, attitudes, skills and interaction. And the last one is skills of critical thinking. Here students will be able to analyze the information of culture and compare it with their own culture. So let's try to explain the role of critical cultural awareness in our project. So here learners will be able to value cultural diversity and they will be able to gain knowledge in the basis of cultural competence and to characterize the ability to apply information technology, to possess innovative forms of work, to show attention and clarity in the process of critical thinking. And the last one is students will be able to evaluate critically incident and accept differences of both cultures.
We got introduced with ICC learning objectives and learned how to write them based on Michael Byram's model, including knowledge, skills, attitudes, and cultural awareness. Connecting grammar topic with the critical incident, including exercises, activities that are focused on ICC and the language skills of learners at the same time. In this case, we tried to design instructions for other teachers to conduct these lessons. Furthermore, we described various functions of teachers' language such as eliciting, nominating, and sparing some time to think. We learned how to create a supplementary material to fulfill lesson with additional visual aids.
Next point is challenges. We faced some challenges while doing this project. Because of the situation around the world, we couldn't interact face-to-face with each other. However, we solved this problem through online meetings. And it helps to realize that one of the key points of PBL is face-to-face interaction. In process of making coursebook, it was difficult to do exercises which covers all the 5 skills. Finally, we come public product. Our public products such as coursebook and the teacher's book can be beneficial for ELT students and the teachers as well. And we use Byram's model of ICC and Hofstede's cultural dimension while making coursebook. To sum up, we want to say that this product will be a worthwhile project. Thanks to our collaboration and the group work, we successfully completed our job. Thank you for your attention.